This afternoon at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The first carry now. This is Williams. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, it's Blue. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Inside give to Davis. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. For both inside and on the perimeter.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27th.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Murray. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Throwing, Prescott. He'll swing this out to Blue. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
The pitch to Blue. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Williams will try again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick.
Jalen Blue taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Vikings nothing. Brandon Aubrey.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMarvion Overshown. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Vikings, Miles Price. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Sliding out of the pocket. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's 3rd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now Prescott going to change the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Prescott now. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run. It's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Addison hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Play action. Now it's Murray. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The former third overall pick, Quinn Williams, there to bring him down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, and a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or two as he's tackled just shy of the 20.
A great return there of 22 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They begin with a run by Davis. And some space here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go again with Blue. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now Blue trying the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 24. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. It's complete, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. The wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Davis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It moves to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, 42 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Murray going to throw. On the screen, this is Mason. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Here's Murray.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Murray now to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Murray to air it out again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Cowboys start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray from midfield.
He gets it to Addison.
And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down, Vikings.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To Jefferson on the slant.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Durant. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And they take a knee.
And left my heart broken, seeing how goofies will move for the green, saying we on the same team, but what do that mean? Why build a bridge just to watch set it ablaze? Don't get me heated, ain't no way to control the inferno. Feel the spirit of prodigy, I've been keeping it thorough. I'd rather do it by my lonely than fake with the pack. But if you can't stay down, stay.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.